Hello, welcome to this week's video. This week I'm turning a mistletoe. I got the mistletoe from Greg and Lorraine's farm over 12 months ago, and it's been drying ever since outside in the wood pile. So I picked it up and wasn't sure what I was going to turn it into. Normally with the mistletoe I turn it into a cylinder or round, and whatever you like to call it, and put a resin in it, and then it usually tells me what it wants to be. I don't have much choice. It usually becomes a vase or a bowl. So this time I used a spindle gouge. I think it's a 1/2 inch spindle gouge. Not sure what sizes they are. I just know that they're sharp and they do the job, so that's all I'm worried about. So I turned it down and then used a chisel to remove the bark, and this time I used an orange coloured resin. I'm not sure why I used orange, but I've got quite a few different colours, and I thought I'd use a bright colour this time, just to fill up all the holes and the cracks. So it ended up, it came up right, the orange. I was quite happy with it. So I filled it with resin, let it sit and cure for a week, and then I started to turn it using a round tip carbine tool. So I normally use the carbine tools a lot when I'm doing the resin. They seem to work quite well, and for some reason this one produced a lot of shavings. There seemed to be a lot, and the resin come off in ribbons or in continuous shavings, which is quite good. I get excited when they come out like that. It's obviously a sharp tool, or the resin is cured properly. But it's easy to clean with the resin. You just grab it by the handful and away you go. So as I said, I used a 1/2 inch spindle gouge and then a round tip finishing tool, carbine tool. Then I used the mesh sanding pads. I've got these mesh sanding pads from a guy in Queensland, and I've got them in rolls. I've got 180, 240, 320 and 400 grit, and I just cut off a piece every time I need them. They're great sanding pad. Then I finished it off with the micro mesh pads, starting at 1500, and then I went up to around about 5000, something like that, just to get the scratches off the resin, which I think I did. And then at the end I polished it with some car polish. So it ended up coming up quite well. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheerio.